Okay, YouTubers, I'm going to do something I don't always do. I'm going to make breakfast. There we go. I stopped along the way and I had picked up some things. I didn't pick up everything I needed because I always forget stuff, but those are some mushrooms and I got oil in there. What I'm also going to do is, these are Hungry Jack cheesy potatoes, and I am not a fan of stuff like this, but it's been sitting in the RV for a while, so I figured I would do it. What it says to do is you open up the top of the carton and you pour hot water in and let it stand for 12 minutes. So I'm going to put water in it. Into the microwave it goes. And we'll nuke it up. So here's the Hungry Jack thing. I'm going to open it up like it said to do. Mushrooms are still mushrooming. I'm going to pour it in there to that line they're talking about. Okay. It says to close it back up. Put it back in the microwave out of my way. While these are cooking, I just want, hopefully you can get a good look at that copper chef pan. Everything just slides around so nicely. I do have oil in there, but so far I'm pretty happy with them. Turn that off. Those are as cooked as I need them to be. Okay, so we're doing eggs. Okay, so there's 5 eggs. I'm gonna whisk them up. Crushed black pepper. I like pepper in my eggs. I don't know if it's hot enough yet. Yep, it's warm. This is gonna be my first omelet in a square Copper Chef pan, so we gotta see how that's gonna work. I'm gonna give it a little bit to firm up before I start messing with it. Patience is never my thing. And again, in a square pan, if an omelet doesn't work, it becomes scrambled. Alright, I don't know if you can see that, but it moves so easy off the Copper Chef pan. An omelet might be a little difficult for me. But it's a learning experience, right? Alright, I'm going to put the mushrooms in. Go ahead and put some of the cheese in. Alright, put the cheese away. Some more pepper. Actually, going to put a little crushed red pepper in it. Not a lot. That much. See how this is doing. Okay. I think we're going to try to do it. Alright. Alright. Kind of worked in a square pan. Got it flipped a little bit. It's not perfect, but neither am I. How easy that slides around though. Can you see that? I think, just to be difficult, I'm going to try to cut this in half. Might make it a little bit easier for me to flip. 2 halves of the same omelet. That's probably breaking some kind of protocol. I'm going to go ahead and flip it. Fiddling with my food too much. That looks good though, doesn't it? Oh, crushed pepper. I'll flip this side. Alright. I'll flip this back again so we're on the same page. That's getting there. Gonna get a plate out. See, that's a plate. I've said before, I tend to, most things, I like them a little done, and to me, there is nothing worse than under eggs. I can't do eggs that are undercooked. I tend to go on the long side. As I got those potato things out, and what it says to do is open up, watch out, it could be hot, because, you know, I don't realize, and it says to pour out the liquid. There's not a lot of liquid coming out, so apparently I put enough in. I'm going to open this up the rest of the way and set it off to the side. We're going to move. The omelets are going to come out. Oh. The omelet out. A little bit of oil. A tablespoon or so. Put these in. push them down and spread them in a medium pan. And then let them cook for 3 or 4 minutes. As I do that, I'm looking at this and I guess it could be worse for you. Again, salt. Lots and lots of salt. But I don't cook with a lot of salt. I'm gonna let those go 4 or 5 minutes. Still hot. I gotta take a bite of this omelet. Huh? Can you see? Can you see? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty good with omelets, I think. I think I do a decent job. But it's very basic omelet. Okay, that's been 3 or 4 minutes or so. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to cut these into quarters and try to flip them. They're still going. I'm gonna flip again. Put some of this on with the eggs. That says it serves 7. I don't know, 7 who? There we go. You can see there's still steam coming out. So again, I'm back on that omelet. That's what my omelet looks like. You see that? Yeah. That's good. Maybe a little rooster on there. With the, let's see these cheesy potatoes. Here we go. Okay. I gotta say on those potatoes, they're not that bad actually. Now I'm sure they're not good for you. You know, I'm doing my best to stay away from processed foods for the most part, but on this trip I seem to throw a few boxes of stuff in the RV, so I don't think I would do this all the time, just because I'm trying to do a little bit better than that. I don't think I have the healthiest diet in the world, but I don't have the worst. But these are not terrible, and again, like many things, they're good to have on hand. Now they're saying there's 7 servings in this, so I think I got all the salt I will need for a single day. It said something like, I think it's 14% of your daily. So what's it got in it? It says by serving 70 calories. Again, I would call that maybe 3 or 4 servings, but definitely not 7. So 70 calories, you probably at least double that, if not triple it. Total fat, 2%, not terrible. No saturated fat, no cholesterol. Salt, it's salt. You know, 14%. So there's a lot of salt in this. Potassium, carbs, 4%. Fiber, 4%. But, so that's what it is. Now, when you get to the ingredients, there's a whole bunch of those words that's hard for most people to pronounce. So, and that's why I'm not a big fan of processed foods at all. I'm doing my best, again, not to eat them, but... So if you want to throw these in your RV just to have them, they're really not that bad. And the Copper Chef did a great job on the omelet. Have a great and wonderful day.